I 44 went through wife's 42 phone as I had a suspicion, and it turns out I was right. I never thought I'd be posting here, but here I am. My wife always played off to friends and family that we don't go through each other's phones because of trust. What a crock of crap that was. She came home last night drunk as hell around 10 p.m. and passed smooth the hell out. I had been growing suspicious lately because she'd been walking from the bedroom to the bathroom and vice versa naked a lot more than usual. That in itself isn't unusual. But she was also avoiding me and giving me strange looks while doing so. I knew that when she passes out while hammered, she will not wake up on her own for hours. I took the opportunity to say screw it and scratch this itch that's been intensifying. So I grabbed her phone out of her purse, I unlocked it and went straight to Snapchat. Okay, she's been talking to some guy, but still no evidence. Then I went to her messages to see she's been texting her dad. This was her stepfather from the time she was 2 straight into her teenage years. He's been known to want nudes from her for money and she has obliged, but that was all before I met her. Well, all messages were deleted until 1:24 p.m. that day on until 10 p.m. Well, at 1:24 p.m. her dad sent a message that said, "Damn, looks like it's ready for Junior." Then she sent a message saying yes it is, to which he responded, "Well, I'm gonna have to go rub one out. WTF. The rest of the messages were her drunk asking for money because she got stuck with a 300 tab at the unofficial holiday party. This seemed off, so I went to her pictures. Nothing. Until I went to deleted pictures. I saw a picture of her on our couch. I was just in the other room flashing her PC at 1:22 p.m. Say it's not so. Say this didn't happen. Only to realize, it's worse. I saw multiple explicit pictures of her taken basically every day for the last 30 days. The deleted file only holds pictures for 30 days. Keep in mind, I haven't received pictures from her in months, and when I did, they were never as explicit as these pictures. Then I saw 2 nudes of a guy our age who lives in our town, as well as 2 nudes of her taken around the same time frame. I knew his girlfriend, but not him, so I immediately messaged his girlfriend his pictures and told her what happened. I took pictures on my phone of everything. And I mean everything, so I went to confront my wife with her phone. She was so incoherent and just denying everything. But while she was denying, she was also deleting the evidence off of her phone. I left our house and walked to my mom's house, which is on the same property. I spent my time playing with our 3-year-old daughter, worrying about what was gonna happen, until I get a text from my wife at 2 a.m. just after my daughter went to sleep. Yes, my daughter has a messed up sleeping schedule, and yes, we're trying to rectify it. Also, my wife barely has anything to do with our daughter because of work. But even when she's there, she doesn't really spend time with her, saying we need to talk. I went home with nothing but divorce on my mind. She begged and pleaded with me, saying that she's turning into her mother, who has bipolar and a few other mental disorders. I've noticed my wife slowly having the same problems, but not nearly as bad. Her mom was also a messed up parent and really did mess my wife up in the head as well. Although she was good at hiding it most of the time, she said that she just liked the attention and that it was nothing but pictures. She began calling herself names, crying, begging me not to leave her. I don't know if I can trust her on what she's saying or not, but nothing besides the weird nakedness had changed, and she had still been treating me with all of the love in the world. Yet, if she loved me, why would she be sending nudes to other men, especially her damn dad? She even told me that she didn't get money for any of it and she was just doing it for attention. I treat her like a queen, so she gets plenty of attention at home, and my tax drive is way higher than hers too. I have to think about my daughter here, because if I divorce my wife, she'll probably get the big end of the stick when it comes to custody. Here in Texas, they always seem to side with the mother unless they're on drugs, and knowing that she'll probably move in with her mom and her husband, which would severely mess up my child. Also, I'd like to state that her dad owns her husband's house, and years ago, he made it an issue that I am not allowed over there under any circumstance because he was jealous and wanted her, or he would kick them out. I know for a fact she loves me, and I can tell she's genuine in her apology, but I can't say for sure that she won't do it again. I made her block her dad and the FK boy, and made sure she understood that if she ever contacted either of them again or sent nudes to another man, I'm filing for divorce immediately. She thinks I'm giving her another chance. I caught her doing similar shady shit like 2 months into our relationship before we were married, but I'm still on the fence about the whole thing and don't know what to do. My daughter is my main concern here. Also, we both have good jobs, so money isn't the issue. I've done nothing but love her, and this whole time, I thought I was getting the same. So here we are at 11 a.m. almost on my birthday, by the way, and I couldn't go to sleep last, so I'm still up and have been for over 24 hours. I'm not tired either, I just feel like I can't sleep anymore. She didn't sleep either after our talk, and I can tell it's really bothering her. Didn't stop her from going to get her hair done though. Happy frickin' birthday to me. Sorry for the long post. It's a lot to unwind, and there's actually a lot more to this. But I'm not writing a novel here. Because you used to be very happy with them and in love before the shit hit the fan and revealed the truth that they don't want to be with you after all, except now that you're trying to move forward and replace them. Literally no one compares to all of their positive qualities, and you're not just making it up in your head that no one compares. No one actually brings to the table what they brought to the table. No one has the vibe they did. No one else has that ideal pairing of qualities that you longed for in a partner, which they had. No one else makes you feel like you're home the way they did. Some people in this world are rare as duck. That's why you would long to be with someone that doesn't even want to be with you back. Love is pure hell when it's not reciprocated. If anyone knows how to stop longing for people that were your mind's definition of amazing, let me know. Also, this whole duck yes or duck no mind frame can be a dangerous framework to operate from, because it will make you say no to a lot of truly wonderful opportunities that could become a duck yes down the road. Life is not black and white, and love is most certainly never black and white. Even your dream partner will never be a duck yes 100% of the time, and we love to live in this fantasy that everything has to be a duck yes or else it's not worthy enough for our time. It actually took saying no to my ex to realize in less than 24 hours I was gravely mistaken. He was my absolutely. I can walk to the ends of the earth with this man duck yes. Before I went and believed this it has to be a duck yes lie, and ducked up the best relationship of my life by saying duck no like a damn idiot. I have friends who are now happily married with 2 kids. In the process of their engagement, the now wife told her now husband, I need a year to truly know if you're the one. They separated for a full year, dated other people, and at the end of that year, they came back together and knew beyond the shadow of a doubt they were meant for each other. Don't believe everything you read just because it's dramatic. Boys and girls, learn to exist in life's gray zones, especially where love and relationships are concerned. There are actually few things in this world that are a true duck yes duck no situation. And really the only true duck yes duck no is your decision making. As in duck yes, I am committing to this decision. I am taking the leap and there will be no undoing it. Because trust me, when you say duck no to love, that decision is going to haunt you every damn day of the rest of your life until you replace the love of your life you said duck no to. What are you seeking advice on? Your wife seems to have had a 40 incestuous relationship with her stepdad. I can't think of a court on the planet that wouldn't find that harmful to a kid. If you want a free vacay, call Jerry. Your wife's stepfather is an absolute creep and has probably been grooming her for years. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a physical relationship as well. Your wife is really messed up. And I can't think of any court in the world who would want to place a little girl in the home of a woman who is in an incestuous relationship with a man she's known since she was 2. She needs help. Your daughter needs safety, security and stability. I'd contact a divorce lawyer and get some advice. Sorry man, but this relationship is way too toxic to continue. There is no path for this marriage to be a healthy experience for your daughter. Keep your evidence about nudes to family. It will help you in your custody arrangements. Try to be as civil as possible because you want to maintain a civil relationship with your ex-wife for your daughter. You don't suddenly become bipolar at 40. She probably is doing it for the attention of her stepfather. That's probably been going on longer than you know, possibly through childhood. That's so disturbing and unsettling to me. You need some kind of protective order from him for yourself daughter's sake. After filing for divorce, I'm so sorry. This is so incredibly mess up. Something else to consider is talk therapy for you and your daughter, one so you can heal and, hopefully, have a better, more healthy relationship in the future. And 2, the talk therapy for your daughter to make sure she's processing things in a healthy manner. It may also help you screen for any abuse there, too. I'm just so sorry because in addition to it being hella toxic, the lying and manipulation is unparalleled to anything I've ever heard. You can remain undiagnosed until 40. The mid-30s are a period in which many women are often first diagnosed, mostly because they are no longer able to pass off their symptoms as just being a bit down or being very energetic. The mania affects life decisions. They become more impulsive and unable to identify the consequences. Mania feels great until it wrecks your life. Possibly she is doing it for attention, but that would not exclude a diagnosis of bipolar. It would more likely confirm it. Just having bipolar does not automatically make someone a bad parent. If they are receiving treatment, adhering to their medication schedule, and pursuing a lifestyle which supports wellness, they are quite capable of being very good parents. Your wife said a lot of times duck no to your marriage and duck yes to her affairs. You better believe that this was not just some sending pics. She is just confessing to what you already know. All the stuff that you don't know for a 100%. She will never confess even though she did them, separate from her for some time. At least 3 months, better longer. Find a way to co-parent your child in that time and use that time to think about if you want to live your life with a woman that doesn't care about you. Also, please go to a doctor and get tested for STDs. Better safe than sorry. Meet with a lawyer and find out what a divorce would look like for you. Save the evidence of her cheating to a safe place, so that she can't delete it when she gets her hands on your phone. Jesus dude, she is indeed one sick person, so very sorry. But sending nudes PC pictures to her dad. Toxic situation. You need to get your daughter and you the hell out of that marriage. Immediately take all the snaps you have to a lawyer and start immediate divorce proceedings. You also have to understand that most likely she was groomed from a young age to do so, not entirely her fault. Terrifying that your wife could end up with custody of your daughter and then she'd have to be around her stepdad. I'm so sorry. Do you have any other evidence of the relationship between your wife and her stepdad? Maybe contact a lawyer and see what they think of what you have. If you decide to stay for now, make sure you continue to monitor the situation and gather all of the evidence that you can to make sure that you can win custody and that your daughter is not to be around your wife's stepdad. Oh man, this really sucks. I am sorry you're going through this. Honestly though, keep the evidence of the nudes and messages to her dad. If you decide on divorce, this can be used as the prime reason you do not want your child near your wife's dad. If he's doing that to his own daughter, imagine what he will do to your child. Any judge will side with you on that. It's definitely a mess. It sounds like you already have a plan of action, and you're choosing to stay. Brave choice. I know you're staying for your daughter, but you will need to work to forgive your wife and love her fully again or you'll be miserable. You can't stay just for her. First thing I'd do is set it up to where all photos she takes are forwarded to you done through Google, and make sure she understands that she has major trust to earn back. It sounds like there was a lot of abuse in her childhood that is making her make very questionable choices. Obviously therapy is a good idea, but I know that's not an option for everyone. However, anything you guys can do to get her on a healing path will do so much for everyone involved. I think you should talk with a divorce lawyer and explain to them the proof you have on your phone. I get you probably shouldn't show them a picture of your wife's spread eagle, but I think if you have those screenshots and proof, the lawyer might be able to work custody in your favor. I don't know for sure though. I've never been divorced or even married, but in other posts that warranted a divorce but the victim was concerned about what would happen to their child. I saw a lot or responses pushing to explain the situation to a lawyer and figure out options or a plan. Wishing you the best of luck. I am so sorry you're going through this, and happy belated birthday. Stay strong. Shit dude. She's going to use her self-diagnosis as an excuse to continue whatever ducked-up relationship she has with her stepfather and who knows what else. Your daughter will not be better off having this marriage as a model for how relationships function. She's young enough it won't be traumatic if you do it right, and you'll be able to model a healthy relationship with someone else in the future. Get her out of this situation. Get a lawyer without telling your wife and y'all make a plan for how you can get custody. I am sure you know to document everything. She knew she was turning into her mother, whom I assume she hates, yet did nothing about it. Therapy, talk to you, meds. She has zero respect for herself. If you want what's best for your daughter, it's to not let her learn that crazy crap from her mother. The issue with her just sending nudes is she deleted evidence. How do you know she's not having tax with either of them? You will never know unless that other girlfriend tells you. Assume the worst, that she's been screwing him in the side. If you show your daughter this is okay, she will think it's okay. She'll find a no-backbone guy also who won't stick up for himself or family. Break the cycle. If you decide to stick it out, she needs therapy for herself. You two need therapy and couples counseling. Man, seek legal advice if you can prove her stepdad is that creepy with evidence your daughter can't be around him. Get a prenup if you think this is still worth working it out. So far I read his EA. If not mistaken, she need helps to overcome it with her family background history. You should be able to get full custody when proven. I don't know. Again, seek legal advice. Good luck, take care. Yes, she may have been groomed by her dad from an early age, but you also can't pass on the fact she's a grown-ass woman, and we can't blame all of our actions on past trauma. She's still an adult and well knows it's wrong, or she wouldn't have hid it from you. Remember that a move forward. No matter if you choose to divorce, I would or not, I very much think you need to keep your daughter and get her as far away from her pedo grandpa as possible. Your wife's stepfather might be planning to also groom your daughter, and your wife will present the opportunity to do it to him in exchange for his attention. So if you don't want your daughter to be groomed in the future, distance yourself now, and get a restraining order. Also get to an expert so they can talk to your daughter and look for any signs of abuse.